Hello everybody, AYN here, and today is a very exciting day because, as promised, I'm gonna show you the Odin 2 Mini by AYN today, and this bad boy arrived a couple days ago, and I was super excited. Maybe you followed my community posts. I was super hyped to show this to you guys, but I wanted to spend at least one day to set it up so I don't show it to you completely blank. I'm not fully done setting it up yet because yeah, I got some issues with my SD card, but I did set up the beacon launcher so it looks a bit more console-like. So today is gonna be a fake unboxing yet again because I couldn't wait to open it. I've been waiting for a few weeks now after the pre-orders have not shut down, but you know what I mean, have closed. So I just couldn't wait. But today's the day. The Odin Mini arrived, and yeah, I'll just do a quick fake unboxing, just initial first impressions holding the device in my hands, and also doing a quick comparison with the original Odin 2 by AYN, especially size comparison wise. So yeah, just a quick tour around the box. As we know from AYN, it's never anything too flashy. You get these nice hologram effects. Again, not too fond of the font, pun intended, but yeah, it says Odin 2 Mini, the AYN logo here, and yeah, again, no real details about the device itself. You get to see which model you ordered, and that the box came with. I ordered the Pro version. It has 12 gigabytes of RAM and 256 gigabytes of storage, and the black version. The white only comes with the Pro model, so you have to dig a little bit deeper into your wallet to get that one. The base model is only in black, available in black. So yeah, that's that. And of course, just very minimalistic and yeah, bare information about the company itself. AYN Technologies Limited, made in China, blah blah blah. Yeah, other than that, there's nothing else to see. This time the box is a bit different than last time you were pulling out the yeah, inside casing. This time it has a flap, and with that, let's open it up. And again, you are greeted with a manual card, again with nice holographic effects. I'll just hold it closer to the camera so you guys can pause and read through it if you want to. We get a nice visual overview over the device with the IOs, and also controls, etc. I will say that it is still the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processor, just like with the Odin 2, so no real performance bump there. CPU, GPU, memory storage, I went over that just now. And a big difference is that this one has a miniLED screen, a 5-inch one, which is an upgrade compared to the LCD panel. That might also be subjective. But yeah, so far I've liked the screen a lot. We get Wi-Fi 7, Bluetooth 5.3, etc. Another difference is that this one comes with only a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, as opposed to the 8,000 one with the original. Yeah, and I will just say you do feel that. You do feel that. Still active cooling, quick charging, etc. And it's significantly about almost 100 grams lighter than the original one. Yeah, anything else you can pause to read through or go through the information on their website. But yeah, we also get a nice padding shield made of foam. So the device is nicely protected. We get the device itself. Just gonna set that aside, because underneath you also get a USB-C charging cable again. I didn't open this one up yet because I still have the other one from the OG, but yeah, they didn't cramp it together like last one. But I like that they branded the USB-C cable, USB to USB-C. I like that they branded it, just gives a more premium feel to everything. That's all you get in the box. So I will put this back in and set this aside, because the most exciting part is the device itself. And yeah, again, I already opened it, so I'll just pull it up. There we go. Nice and clean. Also put this in the box because I'm a neat freak sometimes, not all the time, usually not all the time, but yeah, this is it, the Odin 2 Mini. And oh boy, I love it. I love the design. I love the feel. It feels very, it has a nice weight, 320 grams, as I mentioned before. And the weight distribution is very even. Like, it feels well balanced all over the board. And it does feel heavy. It feels heavier than it looks. But I think that also just tells you that there's decent technology inside, and it's not like a simple, cheap toy. This is a well-made, proper gaming device. And I must say, it looks the part. Yeah, like maybe I will show you a quick comparison to the OG right away. So this is the OG Odin 2. And if we just put them over and beneath each other, yeah, you definitely see that there is a size comparison. I thought before that this is already a nice size, and it definitely is compared to a Steam Deck. I also have a Steam Deck, and I will show another size comparison in another video. This is really focusing on unboxing, but you can see there definitely is a size comparison, size difference here. And yeah, it's, I mean, look, it's significantly smaller, and you will feel that especially when you hold it. Like, this one has the grips, so there's a specific way you're supposed to hold it, and there's still a lot of real estate. With this one, the edges are round, so you kind of cup it into your hands, which makes it feel even more compact. And that's a good thing, I believe. Just showing the top, you also see that size-wise, in thickness, with the grips and the bumpers on the back, yeah, it's definitely a bit thicker in total with the grips. Here, it's completely flat, except for the very slight, barely noticeable finger inlays. I'm not sure what to call it, but yeah, it's almost completely flat. This might as well not be there. This is probably, it feels more like a design choice to make it look more like the Sony psVita twin. Actually, this is the twin, but yeah, you know what I mean. So this might as well not be there. It has a grippy texture, which is nice, but other than that, yeah, definitely flat. And I don't have anything to measure accurately, but you can imagine that the thickness of the Odin 2 Mini is approximately the same as the thinnest part of the Odin 2. So there's that. And the design of the Odin, the OG Odin 2, is a lot more boxier than the round edges of the Odin 2 Mini. But enough of that. Yeah, I immediately applied the screen protector that all pre-orders came with, and I hate myself for letting one or two dust specks get inside. It bothers me a lot, but you know, you barely notice it. Dust will come onto the screen anyways, so yeah, I still managed to do a quite good job. And yeah, the screen protector, as you can see, it fits perfectly onto the screen. So yeah, thumbs up for that as well. I believe this is the microphone. I would have to look at the instruction manual again. But yeah, just again, a quick tour around the device. This is the Odin 2 Mini. Looking at it on top, we got the on and off power button, no fingerprint sensor this time. The battery indicator LED, the volume rocker plus minus. Then we got the HDMI micro HDMI in and outputs, micro HDMI, yes. The micro SD card slot, the bumper, triggers, and then the analog triggers. You can hear it. We got the joysticks that are exactly the same. Oh no, it's supposed to be not exactly the same as the Odin 2 Mini, Odin 2, but yeah, a different version, but feel-wise, it's very similar. It's also a bigger range motion than the Switch joysticks, but yeah, very similar to the OG Odin 2. Then we got the crystal D-pad and face buttons, as you can see, and they look so nice. They're more prone to fingerprints because of the texture, but yeah, they're more tactile. Everything on this device feels more tactile, in my opinion, compared to the OG. And I will get to that in a bit as well. But here we also get a home and back button for Android, and then here play, and I guess you can call it select. You can see that the symbols were etched into the material, so you will also feel that when you go over it with your fingers. And yeah, that is supposed to help it be more visible. On the back, we got the air intake and the air exhaust, and on the bottom the USB-C port for charging, and a also a port for your headphones. Other than that, there's nothing much. The AYN logo, and yeah, that's it. And I think it looks very nice. It looks more high quality than the original Odin 2. I will put this here again. I did like the design here already, but I always felt like it looked so bare. You know, there's so much empty space, and not saying that you have to fill everything, but yeah, just still, I mean, compared to this, I think this looks much nicer. I can't really put a finger on it. It's also the crystal buttons and the D-pad that make it look even more premium, but yeah, I mean, this is already very nice. It's using the same plastic according to AYN, so there's also no yeah, noticeable upgrade here, and there were black plastic on both devices. It's quite fingerprint attractive, you know what I mean. You can see maybe that on the back. Yeah, if you have sweaty hands like me, it would definitely get on, but you can, yeah, wipe it away quite easily as well. It was not enough to convince me to get the white version, because I've always been a sucker for black. Basic, but also classic. Yeah. Talking about the analog triggers, I think they are nice for what they are, and also for the size. At the beginning, I thought it was a little bit awkward to pull them. Like, you could see that they have, they flare out a little bit, so your fingers can rest nicely on top of them, and they also have quite decent travel for the small size that they are. Here in comparison, the OG, you can see there's significantly more travel, of course. Also much bigger. Yeah, with the grips, it kind of dictates how you are supposed to hold the device. So on the OG, it felt very natural in the way it's set in my hands and the way that I pulled the triggers. For the Mini, since they don't have any grips on the back, you kind of shift the device around however you needed it, and depending on what games you play. So I learned that, yeah, sometimes I cup it in my hands like so, If I need to reach the D-pad more comfortably, I actually just let it rest on top of my fingers, so to give me more space and reach the D-pad. And then it gets a little bit awkward to reach the analog triggers because, yeah, you know, it's just, yeah, I have to stretch my fingers a bit. But then again, when I play platform games, it's mostly D-pad and ABXY button centric, so I usually don't even need these analog triggers, the bumper, shoulder triggers at most, and then everything can be reached very comfortably. Some reviewers also mentioned that it feels a little bit awkward to use the face buttons because the analog stick is in the way. I discovered that I don't have this problem because I have the habit of angling my thumb like this. So I naturally just avoid the joystick when I press. Maybe you can see it. So I don't run into this issue of touching the joystick for by accident because I don't press them flat like this, but a little bit clawy. So that was pleasant. I did feel that I can reach everything very nicely because I have small hands, so the small device kind of is right up my alley. What I do dislike a little bit is the placement of the menu buttons. I like that they were placed at the corners of the screen, especially the select and start button, because it just feels more intuitive and easy to reach. You know, you just need to go up, and that's that. And the home and back button, you know, sometimes you need them, sometimes you don't. These are quite crucial for games, so it was very comfortable to reach them. For the Mini, I have to reach down, and it's possible since it's a small device and my hands are small, but you know, it just feels more intuitive to just go up with most devices. So yeah, it's a compromise. They wanted it to look more like the Vita. They were also placed on the bottom, I believe. So that's where they at. And it's not a deal breaker, but it would have been nice if it was just on top of here. Maybe there were some real estate issues internally. Who knows? Yeah. Other than that, what else to say? Yeah, we also miss the M1 and M2 buttons on the back that were programmable on the OG. Yeah, do I miss them? I want to say yes and no, because what annoyed me here sometimes was that when I hold it, I would accidentally press onto them sometimes when I get too excited, and then I just press them by default. And then, yeah, whatever I programmed in there, it just was executed. And that was a bit annoying because I programmed them to help me switch between apps. And that would happen when I play Tekken sometimes, and then I play and then it wants me to switch into another app because I pressed it by accident. So that was annoying. I don't get that problem here anymore because those buttons don't even exist. Then again, because I mapped them to switch between devices, and I did use the button sometimes intentionally to switch between apps. That was useful when I intended to press it. I don't get that here, and I think it's just a matter of getting used to it. So yeah, so one win is I don't accidentally switch between apps anymore, and the loss is that I can switch between apps like this anymore. But there are other options here on the bottom, so that's all right. I like the tactile feel of all the buttons, D-pads, etc. Much more than the OG. You can see that there's more travel. You need to press harder to activate them, but I think that's fine. I do believe that they are louder than the OG, because the OG, when you press them, it's just a more hollow and more thocky sound that it makes. Maybe it's because the shell is bigger, so the air has more space to travel, but everything was more on the, like, sound-wise, on the low end. except for the micro switches here. That was very loud and clicky. I also think that these buttons were a higher pitch. They were much easier to press also, but yeah, higher pitch I would say. Here, it also, yeah, difficult to say. Because they are more rigid and you need more force to press it, it also, yeah, automatically gets louder, as opposed to what some reviewers claim that they would be less loud. I don't agree on that part, but I mean, that's fine with me. I'm not sure how I will feel about it if I play this on a train, because sometimes when I play fighting games, I imagine that I bother my neighbor if I keep button smashing everything. But yeah, I do like the tactile feel. I love the crystal buttons. It just adds a more premium feel to it. And yeah, all in all, I'm very pleased with the Mini. Size-wise, ergonomically, it's much better than I thought. It feels so comfortable in my hands just because of this round shape. It doesn't dig into my palms anymore because it's so round. And yeah, it feels much smaller and more compact. So I believe I will play it much more after I set it up. Yeah, so I think that's all I can tell you guys right now. I can show you just quickly what it looks like when you turn it on. I do want to, yeah, switch into a different, use a different wallpaper. But I set the beacon launcher as my default launcher, and I think it looks very nice. It makes it look like a proper console. It's I used to use Daijisho a lot, but yeah, the simplistic feel of the beacon launcher is my preference so far. Really like it. So yeah, the screen is also very nice. I didn't have much time to play it outside yet, so I'm not sure how much the miniLED will benefit me, but I think when it comes to saturation, just very quick, just a very quick comparison maybe. Not sure how it will look on camera, but here you can see that the Odin 2 is on full brightness, and here it's, I don't know, this is on 50% maybe, it's in the middle, and yeah, at 50% it's about maybe even brighter still than the 100% on the Odin 2. And I do believe that, let me just check. I said this is a quick unboxing. It's never quick with me. But yeah, I do see a difference. It's difficult to catch on camera. You would have to see it face to face and in real life. But I definitely see a difference. The colors, they are more vibrant on the miniLED. The reds are more red. Yeah, much more vibrant. So I do think that the miniLED is an upgrade. But yeah, I would have to tell you guys more after I spent more time with it. I just wanted to give you a quick overview because I reckon that you guys are probably just as excited as I am. And yeah, I can't wait to spend more with this device. I really look forward to taking it with me on my first business trip with it. And also, yeah, I will definitely mod this device as well, starting with the Skull & Co. Style joystick caps. That's what it looks like when you apply it, and makes it even more comfortable, even though it, yeah, again, makes it look a bit more rough again. I also want to make it look more like a psVita clone. I would order some tiny PS2 stickers and whatnot, but I will update you on that. Yeah, Maybe one last thing. Since this was a pre-order, it did again come with a screen protector, but also a carrying case. It looks like this. In comparison, this is the one for the Odin 2, and they used a different material. Like this feels more textile-y, and here the surface is more flat. It looks like it was yeah, maybe they used some coating to make it water resistant. I don't know if this water resistant. I don't want to make any false claims, but this is more smooth than the more rough textile surface on here. You still get yeah, outlays that definitely show, okay, a gaming device, and not a fan of that, but that's that. Facing the right direction, and this is what it looks like. You get a little flap to pull out your device. There's some Velcro flap to keep it closed. You got a zipper to add some stuff like a charging cable, and I believe the newest batch even includes a different type of case again, where there's no zipper. You just get like a compartment that doesn't go to the top, and then you can just shove things inside. But I never put it in there, to be honest. This is my first time putting it inside the case, and it is very snug. It fits perfectly. Like if there was a TPU case, I think it would be a bit more difficult, but it fits and keeps the device protected. Yeah. Since it's still very bulky, and that is not why I got the Odin 2 Mini. I wanted a sleeker and smaller device, which is why this is a nice to have, that they give it to you for free with the pre-order. But yeah, I went ahead and got this neoprene soft case that is originally for the Nintendo Switch Lite, and because it's smaller, just like the Odin Mini, and it fits perfectly. You even got some extra space if you wanted to here on top, and on the sides it's not too cramped, and yeah, that way I get to keep its small form factor. Of course, I forgot to mention that I bought this device with my own money. AYN didn't pay me whatsoever, or saw this review video beforehand. This is also not a review device. This is a retail unit. This is how you receive it. And yeah, if they want to sponsor me, I'm open for that. But this was bought with my own hard-earned money. So yeah, these are also my honest thoughts. Goodie. Other than that, yeah, the Pro, I got a $10 discount, so for me it was like $385 for the Pro model. The base is 300, maybe 20, not sure. Don't let me lie. It's slightly more expensive than the original Odin, and yeah, it's for a specific use case. I wanted a smaller one, so I got it, but I think if you have the Odin 2 already, or you don't care about size, then this is completely fine. Yeah, I'm extending the video again. There's just so much to say about this, and yeah, which is good. That means I can make more content for you guys, and next time I will show you guys this device in action. But for today, this is it, and I hope this was interesting for you. If so, please like and subscribe. I would love to read your comments on this in the comment section. Highly appreciate it, and yeah, thank you to those who already support me and watch and comment. So yeah, looking forward to the next video, and hope you have a good day. Bye.